quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Wants to fire on second down. Quick completion on the out route. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. And the Wildcats, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody. Stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Quickly to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Well, the tight end's a guy that's going to have to be able to make plays for this offense in the passing game. That time, QB looking for the big fella. He ran a good route, just couldn't reel it in.
So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. It's caught downfield. There he goes. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Here comes the heat. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Gamecocks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Might be changing the route. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Escapes the sack. Trying to make magic with his feet. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. Going for the big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Looking downfield very late in the half. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Little touch pass to the receiver. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running down the hill and making a tackle.
Finds his man. It's Harbor. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And this guy stood in the pocket, and he took one right in the kisser and still delivered the ball.
Showed you his toughness there, Reese, didn't he? And he still had to be accurate with that throw because that was man coverage. He really had to do a good job making sure that football was put on his target.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Here's a heat. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And they finally get to this guy, and he's electric. He's dynamic. He can make plays with his feet and scramble around, and I think they got used to it in the first half, and now, if they want to win this football game, they got to continue to catch that fast joker.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. He's got him. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Second down, he'll throw it. It's complete to the right. To the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The Wildcats have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll try the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Open space at the 25. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air on second down. He's got him still on his feet. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now so he can go make you a play. Great pitch, great catch.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
You got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot.
Touchdown, Kentucky! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He'll pull it down and run. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. Slips through the line. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. The give to the back. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the backfield, it's McGowan. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Quickly complete. Oh, it's out! And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline.
Breaks into the open. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. That one interception and the loss last week really stuck with him, but he's answered by taking care of the football in this game.
Nice answer. Just a nice bounce back. When you're the leader and you're the guy that everybody looks to and you handle adversity from last week like you did today in this game, nice job by this quarterback leading this team. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down. And now maybe...
Touchdown, Kentucky! And they take it in for 6 more points. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
On the move from inside his 5. He's got great speed. Got a little room. They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Pulls it in, it's Clark. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Under fire. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Sellers. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, and right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint. Count on me to throw a touchdown here and help out our team.
Moves away as he feels pressure. Lets it fly. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller, and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. From the gun. Here's the pressure. Flushed out of the pocket. He wants it all. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Quick strike through the air for the score.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Iowa steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Iowa City a ton of confidence. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. "90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Got a man. It's Wilcox. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against the defense that knows you're going to do it.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap it.
Turning it on. He's at the 40.
This guy's looking real sharp this week. Listen, QBs hate throwing picks. He only threw one last week, but that really ate him up all week long in practice. He wanted to come out here, put his best foot forward. He's done just that.
Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Gives it on the option. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for a loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Oh, and that elusive victory is oh so close if they can hang on till the end.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. The offense changing the play. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Floating away. He wants a big play here late. Complete downfield. He's in the plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. To the air on first down. Unleashes one. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away.
He wants to go deep. Intercepted deep in his own end. Takes it the other way. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like